Hey everybody, this is the last pre-Jackson Hole recording. You know, it would be really funny and ironic is if the whole Jackson Hole thing happened and the market didn't do much of anything on Friday. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Surprised a lot of people, that's for sure. I'm not planning on that. I guess the two dichotomous outcomes people are viewing is either Ben will say, QE3, here it is, and the market explodes higher, or he says, we're going to try our darndest, and the market collapses, at least for 2 minutes, then it'll recover. It's kind of a one-edged sword. If it goes up, it stays up. If it goes down, well, they just buy it back up, those bastards. Anyway, this is the past 120 days of the ES. I think it tells a nice story. We see here the market peaking back on May 1st, and we had this beautiful plunge from May 1st to about really June 1st. They gave us a month, thanks. And then we started into this big wedge going on, and we're kind of bouncing up, and we've been definitely bouncing on the high side. Gravity's been getting weaker and weaker, so we failed to even get back to this line, and we've come nowhere near it over the past month. Really, the last touch point we had was way back in late July, and we've pushed up incredibly over 100 ES points since then. We have a modest topping pattern going on right here, and we've re-entered this wedge. Let's look at those two possibilities. If we get a rally, I mean, this is a pretty sloppy pattern for a rally. I suppose it could muster its way past the peak that it made on August 21st, but it is pretty sloppy. If we do get weakness, I don't get too excited about getting anywhere past about 1375, which isn't that far away. It's only about 20 points from here, because that's the bottom of this wedge, and it's found support pretty consistently. I mean, if we break the wedge, my goodness, that would get exciting, but in this market, I don't hold out hope for much of anything. But, one thing I will say is that this isn't 2010. And I think that when people think about the market exploding higher, they've got sort of, 2010 on the brain. I certainly do. Let's take note. I mean, when Jackson Hole 2010 happened, we were here. We were here in the market. We were in the throes of a rather large topping pattern, and we were really threatening to break. And were it not for the Fed's manipulations, we would have broken. We would have fallen down hard, probably down to around 900 or so. But Ben would have none of that, and so we began this gigantic rally, which actually lasted a good 5.5 months or more, about half a year, just up and up and up and up and up. This is all QE2. And so we had about a 30 to 35% push. And funny enough, since that time, since way back in February 2011, a year and a half ago, we really not much changed since then. So as I pointed out before, QE1, gargantuan push could be seen from space. QE2, kind of big. Operation Twist, also kind of big, but whose high was really very little above the high made here. And then Operation Twist extended, get the Viagra. I mean, this is just barely doing anything. It hasn't even really, it's got kind of a double top going on here. So it's been pretty flimsy. Now, I'll say again, as painful as it would be, the best thing that could happen to the bears would be, maybe this will happen September 13. QE3 does get announced, and sure, we'll have a rally, but then it rolls over. Because then Ben can't do anything else. I mean, what's it going to do? The next day announce QE4? So that's his last bullet. And the best editorial I've been reading about this has been along the lines of he is much smarter just to keep it in his pocket and, sort of Damocles, just talk about QE3 prospectively instead of deploying it. Because once it's deployed, it's deployed. He's shot his wad. And then the market gets to see what happens. And if it rolls over, well, he's completely screwed. So, he's no dummy. And, if you want to think like Ben, the smart thing to do is just to, keep saying you're going to do your darndest, and damn the brief market weakness, because you still got the threat of QE3 with you at all times. For myself, as I've said, I remain short, but much more conservatively. Back in August 2010, I was, didn't really appreciate just how powerful the Fed could be, even with 0% interest rates. And I was 135% short, and I had a horrible, 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 horrible day. I'm 2/3 short now, 1/3 in cash. If we rally tomorrow, that stinks, but it won't be catastrophic. If we collapse tomorrow, that's great, but it won't be that wildly profitable either. So you take the good with the bad. So in my little options account, I'm, got GDX puts up to the gills, and I've also got puts, very small positions in HUM and ROK. As far as my fund account, my hedge fund account, I've got 80 different shorts, and as I say, 1/3 in cash. I will share with you what I think are some of my better short picks right now. I'll just rip through these real quickly. And you may want to hang on until after the announcement tomorrow to see if you want to do anything with them, but I just thought I would share. So here we go. I won't say much about these. I'm just going to kind of utter the symbols and walk them through. ABX, kind of lower lows, lower highs. ARMH, this is ARM Holdings, pushing against the bottom of a broken symmetric triangle. AZO, AutoZone, nice momentum stock from a very pretty topping pattern. CHRW, CH Robinson, also a series of lower highs and lower lows. CSC at the upper portions of a rather large range from about 22 to 33. And these are all not only existing positions, but pretty much all of them are profitable for me. I've had them for at least a couple of days. Ford, terrific topping pattern here, plus American car stock. FNSR, except for Tesla. This one, nice data down was 10% on this one. GG, another gold one, Goldcore Incorporated, beautiful topping pattern. GNTX, this is Gentex Corporation, another very big topping pattern with a retracement. HAL, old Dick Cheney's company here, yay Dick. We're at the Fibonacci fan. Icon, ICON, this is Iconics brand group, only God knows what they do. Another pretty topping pattern. LHO, this is real estate. LaSalle Hotel Properties, threatening to break a very big trend line. Monster Beverage, MNST, have another very pretty clean topping pattern and a push to that horizontal line. ROK, this is Rockwell Automation, another big trend line there. Starbucks, that I used to patronize but don't anymore. I go to Pete's. This SBUX pushing up to this horizontal. SNDK, nice data day on this one, down 2.4%. TCK, Tech Resources, good day in and of itself, almost 5%, but much more importantly, huge topping pattern, continues to paint out nicely. TEO, Telecom, what can I say? Another nice topping pattern. And USG, that is USG Corporation, clever ticker symbol, guys, at a double top. So what else can I say? If we explode higher, I won't look like that much of a dork because at least I got my cash. And if we collapse, I'll be jolly fellow. I can't control the outcome, but I can control what I do with the positions, and I shall be wringing my hands nervously tomorrow morning. And you can pretty much count on me being absent from comments if we are exploding, and very chatty if we're falling. That's it. Bye.